Do you ever feel like your Spanish sounds just a little, I don't know, robotic? Kind of like you're just repeating the same words again and again? Well, we're about to fix that. In just the next few minutes, we're going to unlock a really simple secret to make your Spanish sound way more natural. Let's just dive right in.
I mean, you can totally hear the difference, right? On the left, it's just so clunky, repetitive. Yo compro la manzana. Tú comes la manzana. But look at the right side. It's smooth, it's efficient. I mean, that's how people actually talk. So what's the secret sauce? How do we get from that clunky version to the natural one? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
So, let's talk about the problem here. The thing is, for so many of us learning Spanish, we get stuck in this habit of just repeating nouns, you know? And it's one of the biggest giveaways that makes us sound like we're reading straight out of a textbook. But hey, the good news? The fix is surprisingly simple. We're about to get right into it.
And you know, when you stop and think about it, this makes total sense. We do this in English all the time and probably don't even realize it. Like, you would never say, I saw the movie was good. No way. You'd say, I saw the movie, it was good. See? So this isn't some weird, crazy Spanish-only rule. It's just how language works to make conversations flow smoothly.
Okay, so our first step is to basically put on our detective hats. We've got to figure out the exact word in the sentence that we're trying to replace. Let's go find our target.
And yeah, that target has a fancy grammar name, the direct object. But please, don't let that term scare you off. It's actually really simple. It's just the noun that gets the action from the verb. And to find it, all you have to do is ask two little questions, what or whom. That's it.
All right, let's put it to the test right now. Take the sentence, Juan lee un libro. Juan reads a book. So what's the direct object here? Go ahead, ask the question.
You got it. It's un libro, a book. It's the perfect answer to the question, what does Juan read? See? Super easy, right? This what or whom question is going to be your secret weapon. It works every single time.
Okay, so now we're experts at finding the target. The next step is getting our hands on the actual shortcuts we're going to use to replace it. And you guessed it, these are called direct object pronouns.
And boom, here they are. Seriously, this chart is about to become your new best friend. Me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, los. These 8 little words, this is the whole shebang. This is the entire toolbox you need to make that switch from sounding repetitive to sounding supernatural.
Okay, now listen up, because this next part is maybe the single most important rule to remember, and it's a huge difference from English. In English, we say, I eat it, right? The pronoun comes after the verb. But in Spanish, nope, it jumps right to the front. So you get yo, lo, como, before the verb. I'm telling you, getting this one detail right is an absolute game changer.
All right, get ready because this is the aha moment. This is where we put it all together. We're going to combine finding the target with using our new pronoun shortcuts, and we're going to totally transform some sentences.
Okay, let's take this sentence. Marta compra flores. Marta buys flowers. So step 1, what's the direct object? Ask the question, what does Marta buy? Right, she buys flores. That's our target.
Now for step 2, we got to pick the right pronoun from our toolbox. Flores is a feminine word, and there's more than one, so it's plural. So, feminine and plural. What's that going to be? If we look at our list, it's las. Perfect.
And finally, step 3, we put it all together. And what's that golden rule we just learned? The pronoun goes before the verb. So Marta compra flores transforms into Marta las compra. Look at that. So much better. It's concise, it's natural, it's perfect.
Feeling good about that? Awesome. Let's do another one right away just to really lock this in. How about Pedro escribe una carta? Pedro writes a letter. Okay, you know the drill. What's the target? What is Pedro writing?
It's una carta, of course. That's feminine and it's singular, so our shortcut pronoun is la. Pop that right before the verb and you get Pedro la escribe. He writes it. Simple, clean, efficient. See? You are totally getting the hang of this. It's not so bad, right?
Okay, so you've totally got the main idea down now. So let's just lock it in with a couple of quick tips and a little practice round. We're going to make sure this new skill really sticks with you. Really, just think of this whole thing as a simple matching game. There are only 2 rules you can't break. The pronoun has to match the noun's gender, and it has to match its number.
So if you've got a masculine singular thing like el libro, you use lo. Feminine singular like la casa, you use la. Masculine plural, los chicos, gets los. And feminine plural, las manzanas, gets las. That's it. It's really that straightforward.
All right, here's a little pro tip for you. Sometimes you'll have two verbs back to back, like I want to buy, quiero comprar. In those cases, you actually have another option. You can just tack the pronoun right onto the end of that second verb, the infinitive. So, quiero comprar la camisa can also become quiero comprarla. It's a really cool alternative, and you'll hear native speakers do this all the time.
Okay, you've seen how it all works, so now it's your turn. Time for a quick little practice round. I'm going to throw a sentence at you, and you're going to transform it. You ready?
Okay, first up, nosotros leemos los libros. We read the books. So find the object, pick the right pronoun, and remember where it goes. I'll give you a second to think.
So, what did you get? The object is los libros, which is masculine and plural. That means our pronoun is los. Slap that before the verb, and you get nosotros los leemos. Yes, fantastic work. All right, one last one to really make sure this is cemented in your brain. Let's switch it up a little. How would you say, I see it, but the it you're talking about is la película, the movie?
You got it. The answer is yo la veo. Because película is feminine, we've got to use la. And just like that, you've pretty much mastered the secret to sounding way more natural in Spanish. So here's your mission, if you choose to accept it. The very next time you're speaking or writing in Spanish, just try to replace one noun with a pronoun. Just one. It's such a small change, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. You can totally do this.